Oh, sorry about that. Cut off in the middle of a sentence. I'll say that again. You take everything you want for the weekend, all the food and drink that you want. There's a fridge in the Land Rover, so that keeps it cool. Nothing melts. Just hang on. Listen to the Schlitz. Oh, it's good. Schlitz is beer again. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's no loos down there at all. You know, there's nowhere to change. You just take tents, and when you want to go to the loo, you go and dig a hole and cover it up after you. You know, really primitive. I'm looking forward to it very much. The thing is, my sleeping bag hasn't arrived yet, so don't know what I'm going to do about that. Still, I'll find a way. Oh yes, they've got sharks and barracuda in the Red Sea. Hoping to do some scuba diving. They've got the most beautiful coral here. Everybody's got a piece in their room, you know, from when they've been down out scuba diving. And they say they see the sharks, but they never ever bother them. They don't bother the sharks, and the sharks don't bother them. Nobody's been sort of eaten alive yet, so I might try it. I'll look through the glass bottom boot first of all, I think. I'll let you know all about the Red Sea in a later tape. So that's the Red Sea and the horse riding. Gosh, there's so much going on. They have all sorts of clubs as well, you know, classes that you can go to. You can do shorthand typing if you want to. Sewing classes, karate classes. I think I'll do them actually. I might need them against the Saudis. Apparently they're a bit dicey sometimes. They're okay down around this area in Khamis, but in Jeddah they can be a bit obnoxious, so I might start karate classes in a couple of weeks. Where was I? Hang on, I'll just get my memo. I'm just looking through the newsletter for this month. Oh, it's a photography competition this month. Water polo starting again soon. Keep fit classes. There's cricket in the summer. Tennis. Football. Oh, how's Liverpool doing, by the way? Do let me know. Let me know when the FA Cup's on, because it'll probably be on Arabian telly. Apparently they like Liverpool and they always watch them, so they'll be watching the FA Cup. So let me know how they're doing and when it is. There's a pantomime this week. There's St Patrick's Day dance, which has been delayed. It was put off on St Patrick's Day, and it's being held over at the Lockheed Country Club next week sometime. Oh no, this week on Wednesday. The weekend here, by the way, is Thursday and Friday, not Saturday and Sunday. Friday is the holy day here, so they have Thursday and Friday off. So when I say a weekend, it means Thursday, Friday. So Sunday is the first day of the week here. There's babysitters wanted. You get about 100 reals a night for babysitting. It's great. They've got different recipes here. I'll send this over, it's really good. There's a recipe here for camel meat stew. It's supposed to be delicious. I don't think I'll try it just yet. I'll send this sheet over anyway, you can have a look at it, give you an idea what goes on. Now let's see, about work, hospital. All the people seem very nice. Haven't met anybody nasty yet. I've met both consultants, but one, Dr. Hartley, has just returned to England for a month's holiday, so I won't be seeing him for a month. At the moment I'm doing orientation, which is going around all the wards and seeing how all the departments work. Everybody's a bit flabbergasted because there's a British head nurse. You know, it's never been known before. It's usually all Americans. But because Americans don't do obstetrics or midwifery, they do obstetrics, but they never deliver babies. They always call the doctor in to deliver the babies. And they needed midwives because they couldn't have, it would mean they'd have to get 3 or 4 more obstetricians just to cover the unit, whereas it's cheaper for them to bring out 10 midwives. So everybody's very surprised that there's a British head nurse. On the OBS unit they were all expecting another American, so quite a first out here. Getting orientated until the 7th of April. Then I really start work on my own unit. I've been to the emergency room this morning. Apparently, honestly, the driving here, absolutely dreadful. You've no idea. It really is. They drive, they don't bother looking, they don't indicate. You know, you've got to be so careful on the roads. Women aren't allowed to drive, and honestly, I'm quite relieved. I'd hate to drive here. I think London's bad. Goodness. Should see Camise High Street, and there's only the one street. Oh. And everybody has got a car. They're apparently quite cheap here, you know. Let's see, you can buy a car for 10,000 reals, and that's a really good car. It's got everything in it. Radio, air conditioning, electric push-button windows. Really good. Magic. So I'll be saving up. I might buy one here and have it shipped out to Britain. Probably be cheaper to do it that way than buy one in Britain when I get back. Again, they don't pay tax on their cars, you see, that's why they're so cheap. They're required too for getting about. You know, there's not much between Camise and Abha, where the airport is. Maybe a couple of houses, that's all. The houses are all mud houses, by the way. Lost track of what I was talking about originally. Oh yes, the hospital. How did I get onto cars? Strange. Anyway, back to the hospital. Oh yes, the emergency room. That's how I got onto the cars. They have, because everybody drives so erratically, they have an awful lot of RTAs, you know. And they turn up quite frequently, quite nasty road traffic accident cases turn up in thing. Didn't see any this morning, fortunately. I don't like all this blood and gore. After that, I was in the nursery with the Prem babies, and do I mean Prem? You know, the smallest baby I've ever seen in Britain was 960 kilos, 0.960 kilos, which is just about 2 pounds. The smallest one here was 560, which is just over, it's about 1 pound, 2 ounces. So really that is awfully small. But they do tremendously well, they really do. I'm very surprised. Really fight for their lives, sort of thing. Really good and very strong little things. They're so cute too. The children out here are really beautiful, you know, big brown eyes and lovely dark brown skin. Oh, really beautiful. Especially the little boys, they look really cute. All their head is usually shaved, you see. They look super. I like to take lots of photos, but photographs are forbidden, especially here on the base, because, you know, military defence. You can take, there are areas that you can take photos, but you have to be very careful. You know, you must never photograph any defence unit, you know, like a tank, a Saudi Arabian tank or anything like that, or an aircraft, or anything on the base itself other than maybe your own quarters. I took some photos the other day. I went out for a drive with a Lebanese chap. He took me to see some of the surrounding countryside. We went up the mountains. Oh, it's really superb, beautiful scenery. Absolutely flabbergasted. Oh, again, because of the altitude, I've been having dizzy spells, you know, because we're 7,000 feet up from sea level. I'm quite used to being at sea level. And because you're so high, you get short on oxygen, which deprives the brain of oxygen, therefore you get dizzy spells. So I keep going funny and having to sit down and getting headaches occasionally as well, which I never used to have, or very infrequently anyway. But I should get used to it, they say, in about a month. It happens to everybody who comes out here from who used to live on sea level. Back to the hospital again. I seem to get sidetracked all the time away from this hospital. The obstetric unit apparently is extremely busy, always full, always beds up the corridor, always lots to do. Quite disorganised at the moment because they haven't had a head nurse for 3 or 4 months. Sounds as if they got lots of problems. I was warned about this actually in London, but I'm quite looking forward to the challenge. So the job itself doesn't really bother me. The hospital is really nice. I would love to take some photos of it and show you. It's really good. Sort of, it's a rectangular shaped building, and right in the middle, it's just like all corridors. It's 2 great big long corridors joined at each end by 2 smaller corridors. And there's nothing in the middle except marble paths, palm trees, and sit down shaded areas. Oh, it's really nice. It's super. Really great. Then there's a medical library. Any book that you want medically, you can order if they haven't got it. Money is no object here. If you want something for the unit, you just sort of request it, and it's got eventually. It takes time to import it from America or Britain, but they do get it. You can order a £2,000 piece of machinery for the ward, and it's no problem. Whereas in Britain, you have to wait for about 5 years to get something. Money was everything. Money is no object here at all. I'm running out of things to say, would you believe? Such a lot seems to be happening. I really can't think of much else now. Told you about the hospital. I'll tell you about my room, my apartment. I've got a sitting room, a bedroom, which is a little bit smaller than the sitting room, a bathroom, and a very small kitchenette. All looks very bare at the minute. I've taken a couple of photos, so I'll let you have them later on. That'll be in the next film that I send. Oh, by the way, films, please send them to Miss Carol Sullivan, care of Whitaker Corporation, 199 Knightsbridge, London. And I'll ask her to send them on to me here in the Whitaker pouch. The pouch leaves London every day, it's once a week, from London to Jeddah. And anything like photographs. See, customs are quite strict here. If you send photographs through customs, they'll open them up and they'll look at them, and if there's anything that they don't like, then they will throw all the photographs away. As I don't want them to get lost, I think it'd be better if you send them through Carol Sullivan. I'd better write and ask her first. So that's the best thing to do. I'll write and ask her if it's okay first of all, but not just do it off my own bat. So hold all photographs that you get for the moment. Don't post them on to me. Keep them in Liverpool, and I'll let you know what to do with them later. I'm dying to see the ones I've sent over, the ones a little Peter in the snow. And Peppy. How is Pep? How's he doing? Peppy? Pep, what are you doing? You get him to listen to this tape now. Tell me if he recognises my voice. Pep? Peppy, come on. Come on, Pep. He's a good boy. Anyway, I don't want to talk to the dog anymore. The girl upstairs might think I'm daft. Again, my apartment. The windows are very high. That they're not waist level at all. You can't see out the windows. There's nothing to see except a brick wall anyway. So they're almost touching the ceilings. There's one small. The apartment blocks are again built like the hospital. They've got 2 long blocks on each end, and 2 long blocks joined by 2 smaller alcoves at each end, which are used for sunbathing and washing lines and things like that. And everybody's got their own little garden outside their room, a little patch of garden. No trees in the apartment blocks because there's not enough soil for trees. It's all sand. But some people are growing vegetables, and there's lots of flowers about. Looks really nice. My garden looks awful at the moment because nothing but weeds. They grow very fast in this climate. You really have to look after your garden. But I've got some seeds off one of the girls, so I'll be doing things to my garden soon. That's all really about apartments.